So there was a study from either Princeton or Harvard, I don't remember, but women swipe on men 4% of the time and men swipe on women 60% of the time. So the odds of you matching with the woman that you want are very slim. And if you do that, كل شيء يعني مش الحال, for her to message you back because she obviously has 100 other guys before you.
Yeah.
So you will never get a date. And if you do get a date, and for it to convert into something serious, it's pretty slim from what I've seen.
New episode من ABSURDE. اليوم معنا جيمي تقيدين. Hi Jimmy.
Hi.
جيمي اليوم رح يحكينا عن موضوع that's very interesting to all of us اللي هو dating app و dating scene, بس dating scene on the apps. وجيمي كمان جايب معه a solution to all of us I think we've been waiting for, which is ما رح افضح كتير اشياء عنا. جيمي رح يخبرنا عنها, بس a solution that is driven by AI fully. رح نعرف عنها أكتر بعد شوي, بس نحكي شوي قبل عن the dating scene. وأكيد مع كريم اليوم. كيفك كريم؟
كيفك؟ You're good?
تمام, all good. Jimmy, Oshi, thanks for coming.
Thanks for having me.
What's wrong with the dating scene nowadays?
من الآخر, it's a giant mess, as you all know. Men are not finding the right women are not finding the right men, and they're relying on so many dating apps like Bumble, Tinder, Inner Circle, and all that stuff. But it just became a tedious process to meet someone new, between the swiping, the messaging, and for it to convert into a date, and hopefully it goes well. So it's just a very long process that no one has time for anymore.
صح. رح نحكي أكتر كمان why no one has time for anymore. بس كمان بدنا نحكي عن taboo كمان يا كريم. is date, it's still a bit of a taboo. إنه واحد يقول إنه أنا I met someone على app.
It's still a taboo in the Middle East خصوصا, يعني بأوروبا وأمريكا عادي لقلهم كل شيء, بس هون يعني حتى dating you speak with about it just with your friends, يعني الفاميلي الكازنز اللي هيك ما فيك إنه أول شيء they will be like أنت عن تندر وهيك أساس إنه كيف هيك يا إنه أنت كريم أنت أحسن من هيك, إنه بيفكر إنه it's something super bad that degrades you.
صح.
It's still a very big taboo. Besides the friends, there's nothing much you can talk about.
بلشت تنكسر شوي though. صار في عالم هلا عادي openly they say إنه I met someone on
a dating app.
On dating app. But it is a mess, as you said.
It's a mess because like, nobody wants to be a page on a magazine that you keep on swiping on. You know what I mean? It's kind of degrading. So this is why, and I wanted to find a solution where there is no swiping, you're not part of a magazine, and just we match you with someone that is compatible.
I want to tease the audience a bit more. قبل ما نحكي عن هذا لأنه it's really interesting. We want to dive into your app, what it provides. It's very interesting app, I can say the least. بس جيمي كنت عم تقلي شغلة عن percentages. رجع لنا اياهم بليز على قصة السوايبينج man versus woman.
So أنا for the past I think over 6 months I've been heavily studying dating and what's happening in today's world. So there was a study from either Princeton or Harvard, I don't remember, but women swipe on men 4% of the time and men swipe on women 60% of the time. So the odds of you matching with the woman that you want are very slim. And if you do that, كل شيء يعني مش الحال, for her to message you back because she obviously has 100 other guys before you.
Yeah.
So you will never get a date. And if you do get a date, and for it to convert into something serious, it's pretty slim from what I've seen.
لأنه اسم الله المان هيك يعني بيكون
man is only right
ما بيقصفوا.
المان بحس في one criteria خلاص إنه في صورة حلوة يلا swipe right. I don't think they swipe left. I don't think they know there is a swipe left.
That doesn't exist on men's side. No. Women are very picky, which يعني they have the right to be. بس
وكنا عم نحكي حتى كمان عم بتقلي على قصة being picky, not only in swiping with choosing your match. It's actually, you mentioned something very interesting offline. اللي هو قصة هلا what men are looking for versus what women are looking for. مش هيك ما عم بيكون في كتير ماتش كبير. قلنا أكثر عنها يا جيمي.
هي ليك من الآخر right now since COVID I've realized there's a tremendous shift people want companionship. Yani before COVID, people were relying, okay, you know, I'm gonna go have fun, etc. But since COVID and everyone was in like solitude, people want to find companionship. بس للأسف everyone resort to dating apps. Why did they resort to dating apps? لأن أنا لاحظت men are losing their confidence to go and approach women. And if they do approach a woman, it's the most awkward thing I've ever seen in my life.
They don't want to be rejected. They don't want to be refused or
ego.
denied.
Ego,
so the ego as well plays a big role.
When's the last time anyone gave a compliment, like you have a nice smile, or can I buy you a cup of coffee, or anything? Just that is not cringy. Man here, they go straight to the cringe, which I've witnessed. They go straight to the cringe. So obviously girls are like no, and women became unbelievably picky because they don't want to settle with just an average Joe, and واحد at least on their level وطلوع because they want to look up to someone, they want a partner.
مظبوط.
بس للأسف
ما هن الومن ضل بدهم equality بعدين قطعونا. نحن بدنا to be equal معهم. To be as good as they are.
Women are becoming amazing in the workforce. They are growing academically. They're growing in their careers.
And it's beautiful.
It's beautiful, like women empowerment all the way. But للأسف men are finding that to be very شو الكلمة؟
overshadowing them.
Overshadowing وخلاص بحسوا حالهم صغار قدامهم and they resort to someone less, which is completely wrong. I love a powerful woman because if in a partner you want to she needs to motivate you, you need to motivate her. Form a partnership.
That's an added value.
I think the moment you feel like there is a competition, I think for me it's wrong. It's a positive thing, and she motivates you and she pushes you to do better. Oh, just forget about it. I don't want to be with someone, or I don't want to think that this person is better than me. Which is I know this is not the point of being in a relationship with someone.
Mm-hmm. Well, men are finding women intimidating nowadays, which I don't understand why. There's nothing better that your significant other is powerful. Why do you have to be intimidated by it? On the contrary.
هيدا عم نحكي حتى إذا بيعرفوا بعض وهيك كيف إذا we go back على قصة dating apps اللي أنت you're just swiping على حدا ما شايف منه إلا a picture.
That's another problem.
So this is كمان a problem. This is I think عم نحكي عن intimidation, عم نحكي عن wasting time على الاب, عم نحكي عن waiting for so long until she gets back to you or you get back to her, etc. Which كمان kills the passion or the suspense.
It kills the flow.
It kills the flow. What did Jimmy do?
Like no one has time to keep swiping and hoping that this person is going to swipe right on their profile and eventually message them back. So in my case, what I did, first thing, this is called swipe fatigue. There's actually a term for it. Swipe fatigue, and the second term where they don't answer on messaging, it's called ghosting. Yeah, bravo. It's called ghosting.
You know that, yeah, Gerard.
Not disclaimer, not from a personal experience.
No, we spoke about it offline. It's cool.
General knowledge.
I know what I want to do. I'm like, what is the best way for two people to meet without swiping? Because I don't want any girl or any guy to be part of a magazine, and without messaging, so you don't get ghosted. Because people right now, خلاص, you like this person, go meet them, and hopefully sparks will fly, and it could actually transform into something serious. So what I did was I used an AI engine. Thanks to the whole ChatGPT that came into play, I'm using an AI engine that scans your profile and finds you compatible matches in my database. And then we only match you with people that have 65 to 70% compatibility score. But each of the criteria that I've personally picked have more weight than others. For example, religion plays a very big part because إذا واحدة مسيحية بدها واحد مسيحي, or is she open-minded or not. These criteria are very important in my analysis and my compatibility, So anything that's 65, 70% and above, we show. And every day we share with you 5 matches, 70% or 65% and above. You can only choose, you can only decline 3. Why? Because I need to understand what's your type. Are you more into blonde? Is she more into brunettes or British people? It depends. So this is how we train the AI. Okay, we're going to show this person only this criteria because I want to put people in buckets.
شو اسم الاب؟
اسمها The Circle Editions. So
The circle editions.
yes, the Circle Edition. It's a very fun. It's going to be a very fun app. No wasting time. It's people that are serious that are on there. We go through extreme vetting, so we do verification calls with the user to make sure they are who they say they are. We make sure they're legit. We make sure they upload real pictures of themselves. Anything that has been retouched severely, we tell them no, remove them,
إذا
because
عاملين عملية تجميل.
عملية تجميل is fine, but you know هلا with the filters and stuff, and you think you're meeting this person, but turns out to be someone completely else because she is not using filters in real life, obviously.
Not even filters. Some people would use fake pictures.
Fake pictures come in. This is some fun, and I've heard stories as well to basically try to lure men to steal from them, etc. So I want serious people on there, and alhamdulillah, we've done over 400 matches. We've set people up in we're doing different activities, like we set up people in a cooking class, we set up people at a nice dinner at this place because they both loved Italian food. But it was such a nice icebreaker that people literally came back and like, okay, can you set up us on a second date?
Nice.
Because we're very creative with our dates, and there's a story behind that, how we became creative. But I just want people to go meet and break the ice, and I really hope it works out for both of you.
That's beautiful.
So that's what I'm doing.
That's beautiful.
That's important كمان لأنه هلا let's say Tinder.
Yeah.
People swipe. I think this is the funniest, most fun part of the application, that you have to swipe. It's exciting and stuff. But when you match, nothing else happens.
It dies.
It dies. ما حدا ولا جاي to go on a conversation on Tinder لأنه خلص إنه you did what you had to do. You swiped, you matched, وكل شيء. Then what's next
يعني وحديت هاي بتقول لك هاي how is it going بعد جمعة. لا أنت تقول لها how is it going بعد جمعة. يعني شهرين بعدك بالهاي.
عن جد it's universal. كل it's very known that من بعد السوايب خلص it's ghosting time.
Let me be real with you guys. Tinder is not made for you to find someone to be in a relationship with. Tinder is there for you to be on Tinder for the rest of your life. Tinder does not want to lose its customers. No, I'm being dead honest with you. Why? There's something called the Tinder psychology. So if you're not getting look. If you are getting swiped left on by women, your profile goes to the bottom 1% of Tinder that most likely you'll never get a match. This is where they will upsell you the boost. They'll upsell you to pay a premium. We'll show you great profiles. Didn't you ever realize when you signed up for Tinder, the first 3 or 4 matches are immediately matched?
I never realized that.
Try it again. It's why. This is how they're advertising. Hey, look, a match. You get this. Oh, wow, look at me. And Abadai, look, I got 4 matches. But did you know that these profiles most likely are fake?
Oh, wow.
It's called the Tinder psychology. Tinder is...
The Denise I matched with was fake.
No, Tinder is there to keep you on there. This is how they're making money.
Hey, wow.
And again, 60% of women swipe right, and women 4%. The odds of you getting a date out of Tinder for men, I'm saying, not women, is very slim.
Wow.
So you have to match and you have to agree to meet with that person. That's already it's 4%. يعني ما بعرف اللي قادر يظهر برافو عليه صراحة. And that's what's beautiful about your application. And you set the meeting for them. They don't speak to each other. They don't arrange anything. They just go to the place you arrange based on what they like.
Correct.
So that's what's amazing. لأن people عطوا بيحكوا they miss this feeling to just go somewhere and meet people in person, not through an application.
It's dating back in the 90s. Remember, I was born in 89, but I imagine you go, like you give your number to the girl. Hey, listen, I like you, and let's go meet there. And you miss those times.
So هون you're answering Jimmy my next question اللي كانت إنه in a world of dating we should probably let people talk to each other more. أنت you're creating this AI but technically you're doing it in a smart way that actually results in them talking more or actually meeting instead of just ضلوا على app ويحكوا بالجمعة once a week and then disappear.
So I want basically the user to feel safe because we've vetted the people, we've spoken to them, they're good people, and the location that we've mentioned are great locations, are great activities for you guys to break the ice. It's not going to be awkward. We're never going to take you to Zoom on your first date just because يعني تتفرج حالك أنت أبضاي.
طيب كيف تعمل speaking of this? How do you do the budgets مثلا? How do you know that this?
There's one of the fields is obviously we don't show on the profile. They state like their income level, like do they make between this amount and this amount
and
per
do you
year.
match from different income levels?
So
مثلا أنا بحب شو بيقولوا
Yeah, there's something called preferred income.
someone with high income, let's call it
Like if
someone
you're
with
looking,
high
yeah, like you have preferred income. This
Okay.
sensitive information
Oh,
we will
wow.
never show. It's just for us
Okay.
to understand what you're looking for. If you want someone who makes $1 million a year plus, fine, we will match you with someone who is $1 million a year plus. But as of now, that wasn't a problem because everyone has a job, everyone is working in Dubai or whatever. They were good. But again, me, Jimmy, I would never in my life take someone on a first date to Zuma or Nobu, etc. Regardless of how much I make, because بدك تتعرف على وحدة يعني in a very nice setting.
مش رايحين نفقع سهرة إنه we need to talk.
Correct.
هذا وبعدين.
Listen, I think this type of person wouldn't be on مثلا Jimmy's application لأنه if you're looking for someone with money, I think Instagram is the way, and you already see what's happening there. مثلا إنه
It's more serious.
Yeah, and with the circle, you have to go through, putting your information every day. You have to decline, agree, and all of these things. I don't think that كمان it beats هالشيء إنه هالفكرة that people are looking for.
To your point, I think this is one of the aspects اللي كمان قلت لنا عنها إنه the seriousness that your app provides.
Correct.
Whoever is on the app is unlike Tinder and يعني Tinder.
نحن we lost Snickers, we lost Tinder, خلاص
نحن كل حلقة we lose a brand ما بحياتنا رح يشتغلوا بقى معنا بس
مش خسران مع تندر لايك الحقيقة يعني بس هي ليك at the end of the day أنا I want to fix dating يعني because I've seen in real life how difficult it is for guys to approach girls to approach guys, and girls are خلاص قرفانين و guys are قرفانين, and if I can build a community of serious people using AI to match them and go meet them face to face and hopefully it goes well. Plus, yani, we follow up with them and we ask what's like they after the date, you get a notification. It's like, how was your date with X? You rate it, and then the girl will get how much of a gentleman he was. So guys will get gentleman scores. The better score you get, the more perks you will have and the more matches you will get because you are a pure gentleman. It didn't work out on this date because you saw each other as friends, but because you got a great gentleman score and واحد مهذب, fine, we will push your profile further and further.
بركة مثلا أنا كنت مهذب زيادة عن زوم, هي ما حبت هالشي و she gave me a bad rating.
So if she gave you a bad rating, I say she gave you a 1.
An unfair rating,
sure.
let's say.
Again, if she gave you a 1, نحن كشو صار, etc. We'll get your side of the story or her side of the story. And I do a gentleman's score just for our references, so no one sees it. It's not like you're gonna get like a.
Okay. It doesn't show on your profile.
No, not now. No, but it's just good to know. This guy is great because there's always this debate who pays the bill and stuff. This guy, عم بيقسمها يعني على الليرة إنه أخذت الماء أنا ما شربت الماء, etc. لا. I want the date to go like, okay, he's a nice guy, I'm gonna see him again, or he's a nice guy but I see him as a friend, or vice versa. That's what I want. I don't want anything else.
That's a good point لأنه the rating thing, the fact that you don't show it to them is better for me لأنه they would question themselves.
Correct.
Or that can play with the ego, with everything else يعني. The fact that they keep it private for themselves is great لأنه ساعتها أنت you can tailor أكتر إنه or you can push more people for towards this guy مثلا if he's a great عنده good ratings. ما عندك هول القصص مثلا on other app. حاول بقى تندر لأنه خلاص إنه بحس
تندر هلكناهم يعني اليوم بس لا بس clearly jokes aside, it is a different app. It's very interesting app. It's a fresh perspective. حتى it answers هلا what's happening, which is إنه the global usage of dating app is declining. I saw this in an article a few days back, and it's declining by 25% or so. So for all the reasons we mentioned, and I think this is what Jimmy's app is answering, which is really cool.
I'm going for quality rather than quantity because I'd rather have quality people in a small number rather than have huge quantity with not quality people. Because I want people to have great experiences because look, and I've been on dating apps before and it is a tedious process. But هلا يعني الحمد لله with because I'm happily engaged and I do amazing, and they see how I treat my fiance, and I'm very creative with dates. This is what inspired me to create this platform because I love coming up with cool ideas for icebreakers for you to grow romantically with this person. So this is what I want the Circle Editions to become. I want to suggest cool dates for you guys to do to basically break the ice, grow, etc.
And did she give you ideas for the application? Like, does she help you with this, or it's just
From a woman perspective?
Yeah.
She does. She's a huge supporter. But I do MVPs. I did an MVP, and I got feedback from the market as well, from literally all over the world, and what are women looking for. And funny enough, it's very common. Every woman is looking for the same. They want a decent man, and men, they just want واحدة مرتبة. I labeled it as like someone you'll introduce to mom.
That's good point.
That's how I'm saving. Like if you look on the Instagram page, you can see like every single quote is like someone you'll introduce to mom. Like
A match should be proud to introduce to your parents.
Exactly. That's the goal. That's what I want, because يعني I've spoken to a lot of them, and haram يعني they are eagerly waiting to meet someone new. مهذب بس ما بيطلبوا كتير يعني even مصاري it's okay يعني if he's making a bit of money خلاص I'm willing to accept بس يكون مهذب ومرتب وابن عائلة.
حتى it goes both ways يعني كمان I think هلا بالdating scene in general it is a bit challenging صار أكيد بلا ما نعمم بس it is a bit challenging صار مثل ما بتقول to find شاب مهذب to find كمان بنت with all the qualities that شو اسمه they still exist بس the يعني you need someone to match them to match هذا which is I think the app
they still exist بس كمان هلا ما بعرف إذا العالم صاروا كتير picky because of social media and because of the show you watch on Netflix everything لأنه يعني قبل مثلا our parents مثلا they meet they get married وهيك and on the way they find out stuff but it's fine they work on them to work out and all of these things together. هلا they want all of the things to be perfect before they jumped into something more serious. Why?
مش غلط by the way.
مش غلط بس إنه كمان that doesn't help anyone to stick with someone.
إيه مزبوط. صاروا دغري they leave إذا ما في ما بيشتغلوا على the issue they just separate دغري
and they don't learn how to communicate how to sit together talk and fix those things لأنه صار عنده criterias إنه هيدا هيك I want all of these to be together لأنه I saw this guy on Netflix إنه ما شاء الله كتير حلو الزلمة I want the same thing بس إنه
مزبوط هي يعني you said something very important I don't think anybody should be looking at a perfect perfect match of what they need. There's always you need to compromise وهذا بس you decide on what to compromise و some things you work on it together يعني.
هي like it's compatibility at the end of the day يعني إذا أنتم مرتاحين على بعض and stuff أنتم يعني تحمسوا بعض to become whoever you want to become.
حتى أصلاً بيقولوا مثلاً let's say a very energetic مثلاً man would match better with a less energetic woman or you know.
The opposites attract.
The opposite attract شوي لا.
Like, and I've tried it. You put someone who's an introvert with an extrovert, trust me, and I doubt it's gonna work out. It won't be nice. بس يعني I'm not gonna go and
شوية balance بس يعني تخيل اثنين مهايبرين مثلا الله يساعد ولادهم.
No, but no, it's always nice because they're open. Like, and I'm looking forward to match two people hypering to take them skydiving.
Okay, that's
مثلا just to take it to break the ice. That's another thing. Like, I want to come up with these ideas because انت خلاص يعني بيفتح قلبك when you do something that is outside the box.
You're interested in. You see your partner كمان is as interested.
This is what we're missing, the bit of fire.
مظبوط. طيب Jimmy, two more things I want to know from you.
Sure.
Which countries the app is going to be in?
Sure.
And the second thing, اليوم is it launched yet? Is it not launched? Can I start using it? Whoever's going to use this app, شو بيعملوا هلا?
So right now,
وشو البروسيس يعني I downloaded it. What happens from there?
Sure. So right now the app is still being built. We're just testing it internally. The beta launch is happening the next 10 days. Inshallah, we're just doing the final preps. But right now it's a website. You go to thecircleeditions.com. You click sign up. You fill out the form. And you go directly into the database. Nice. So right now all the matches are being done manually by my team. So the AI literally gives us a report. And X and Y, that's the compatibility score. And if after speaking with them, because we go through verification call after you sign up, obviously. So after speaking with him and speaking with her, we believe that could be compatible. We set them up on a first date. So right now it's via email until the app goes live. And then once they confirm the time, etc. The AI will generate a story about them.
Nice.
So you get a story about X, you'll get a story about Y.
Based on the information I filled.
Correct. So the AI is programmed to build a story about the user and share it with the other person and vice versa. If you both like your stories, We set you up on a first date based on what you both like.
Nice.
So right now, they don't know each other's name. They know only their first name, obviously.
Okay.
But no last name, no sensitive information. And then once they meet, great. The app is going to be exactly the same thing, but more automated.
Right.
Because right now it's manual because we're still MVP stage. That's the app for the beta.
You're teaching كمان
The algorithm
and all of
because
that.
it will be customized based on your preferences. If you like brunette Lebanese who works in marketing, we will show you only brunette Lebanese who works in marketing. And sometimes we might throw
في شي 5 بهالمواصفات.
It's always marketing.
Marketing but
but this is how I'm training because it has to be customized to you.
No, absolutely. That's very interesting. وكنت عم تقلنا شيء كمان عن قصة البرايفسي إنه عم تشتغل مع الالجوريثم أو AI to make sure إنه you don't match with colleagues.
With colleagues, yeah. So right now we're trying to build a plugin.
And family members.
Because right now in the Arab world, you don't want your brother, your cousin to know that you're on a dating app and vice versa, and even colleagues.
Oh, simply I don't want to see them.
or you don't want to see them.
The awkwardness إنه بس تشوفهم وبعدين تشوفهم live إنه هاي.
It's weird, huh? And then you matched right with them, and then he has matched. It gets even more awkward.
Oh, yeah.
No, so Rahela, we're trying to build up an API my LinkedIn, so we see from your LinkedIn network if it matches. So we program the AI not to show that match, even though it's highly compatible. We don't show it. Mm-hmm. Same with family member. Family member is more difficult because some people have different last names, obviously. So slowly, but that's our aim.
Amazing.
I think I love the idea of using AI for this. لأنه when I see AI, I just see it's all about the tech, the creative side.
Yeah.
You don't see it. It's the first time I hear about AI with dating, and I love the idea. It's a new twist, so I'm here for it.
Absolutely, it is a new idea. It's a beautiful idea.
Thank you.
Jimmy, يعني as a young entrepreneur and a Lebanese one as well in specific, we're proud of you. That's a really good idea. I'm sure it has a lot of potential. I think, Kamen, you started seeing the potential with numbers of matches and all of that.
We have a very high number of users, 17 countries, and Hala, we're doing the beta in 4 countries.
شو هن countries?
So we have Lebanon, Jordan, Saudi Arabia, UAE, and maybe Qatar as well.
Amazing,
nice.
Amazing. Okay. That's it I think for today. Thank you so much Jimmy for coming.
Thanks for having me guys.
واكيد we will follow up كمان معك ونرجع نشوف الاب وhopefully كمان نرجع نحكي فيها again.
Yeah, for
once
sure.
again in a few months from now to see where it is. وهذا جيمي اعطيكم solution for the dating scene and dating apps, so you don't have more excuses. خلاص go get your match.
It's completely private, guys. Go.
It's completely private
And enjoy the thrill.
Exactly.
We make dating fun, trust me. Very creative ideas are popping up, so yeah.
Absolutely. Jimmy, Karim, thank you so much.
Thank you guys.